Deep within the emerald labyrinth of the Amazon, time does not move in hours, but in heartbeats. Here, the canopy is a ceiling of 1,000 shades of green, hiding secrets that have remained unchanged for millennia. But among the shifting shadows and the humid haze, there is a presence that defies the laws of the avian world. Imagine walking through the undergrowth and looking up to see a figure nearly 4 feet tall, perched silently on a branch. It doesn't look like a bird. Its face, framed by a double crest of feathers that mimic the appearance of ears, looks disturbingly human. The Harpy eagle is the ultimate expression of the uncanny valley in nature. It possesses a mask-like countenance that seems to stare back at you with a chilling, sentient intelligence. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a predator and felt not just fear, but a strange sense of recognition? Tell us in the comments, if you encountered this silent giant in the dark of the rainforest, would your first instinct be to run, or would you be frozen by its gaze? This is Harpia harpyja, named after the Harpies of Greek mythology, winged monsters with the faces of women. This bird is the undisputed sovereign of the vertical wilderness. It is not merely an eagle, it is a biological masterpiece of power, precision, and terror. To understand the harpy, one must look past the feathers and into the engineering of an apex predator. While many eagles are built for soaring over open plains, the harpy is built for the vertical hunt. A high-stakes game of agility played in the dense, claustrophobic layers of the rainforest. Let us talk about the weaponry. The most famous feature of the harpy is its talons. They are not just large, they are prehistoric. The rear talon of a female harpy eagle can measure up to 13 centimeters. That is 5 inches of curved, razor-sharp keratin. To put that into perspective, that is longer than the claws of a grizzly bear. These are not tools for scratching. They are tools for execution. When a harpy strikes, it delivers a crushing force of over 50 kilograms per square centimeter, exceeding 700 psi. In a single explosive instant, the eagle can crush the skull or snap the vertebrae of its prey. It is a terminal impact. There is no struggle. There is only the end. But how does a bird with a 2-meter wingspan move through trees that are spaced only feet apart? Recent aerodynamic studies from 2025 and early 2026 have revealed the secret. The harpy's wings are shorter and broader than those of its cousins, like the golden eagle. This design provides massive lift, but more importantly, unmatched maneuverability. By adjusting its wing loading in milliseconds, the harpy can bank around solid trunks with the grace of a dragonfly, even while carrying a carcass half its own body weight. For decades, we believed the harpy relied solely on its telescopic vision. However, breakthrough research published within the last year has changed our understanding of how this titan operates in the shadows. The harpy eagle possesses a facial disc, a ring of specialized feathers that it can raise or lower at will. This functions exactly like a parabolic microphone. We've known this in owls, but in the harpy, it is refined to a terrifying degree. Scientific sensors have now confirmed that the harpy can focus its hearing to such a degree that it can locate a sloth or a monkey hidden behind dense foliage purely by the sound of its movement, and potentially even its heartbeat. This acoustic focal point allows the eagle to strike through blind leaves. It doesn't need to see you to know exactly where your spine is. It is a ghost that hears its way through the dark. Think about that for a second. In the canopy, silence isn't just peace. it is a survival strategy. Because the moment you make a sound, the ghost of the canopy has already mapped your coordinates. The sun begins to set over the Xingu River. A troop of brown capuchin monkeys moves through the mid-canopy, 30 meters above the ground. They are fast, vocal, and alert. But they are being watched. The harpy does not hunt like a hawk. It doesn't circle the sky, giving away its silhouette against the sun. It still hunts. It sits for hours, motionless, becoming part of the kapok tree. The attack is a blur, 80 kilometers per hour. The harpy folds its wings, becoming a feathered spear. It navigates the labyrinth of vines with calculated aggression. As it closes the gap, it thrusts its legs forward, and the grizzly-sized talons lock into place. In this video, you are seeing rare 4K footage of a strike. Notice the binding technique. The eagle doesn't just grab, it wraps its wings around the branch to stabilize the momentum. The monkey is dead before it can scream. This is the reality of the wild. It is brutal, it is efficient, and it is necessary. The harpy eagle is the regulator. Without this predator, the herbivore populations would explode, stripping the forest bare and collapsing the very ecosystem that sustains them. Do you believe nature is cruel, or is it simply a perfect machine? Let's discuss the ethics of the predator-prey relationship in the comments below. Despite its terrifying power, the harpy eagle is an incredibly devoted parent, and this devotion is its greatest vulnerability. High atop the tallest trees in the Amazon, the emergent giants like the silk cotton tree, the harpy builds its fortress. These nests are massive structures, often 1.5 meters wide and 1 meter deep. They are the penthouses of the rainforest. But here is the catch. A pair of harpy eagles only raises one chick every 2 to 3 years. The investment is staggering. The mother will stay with the chick for months while the male brings food. Even after the young eagle learns to fly, it remains dependent on its parents for up to a year. It is a slow, methodical education in the art of the kill. Because of this 25-year-long parenting cycle, the population cannot recover quickly. If a single adult is lost, the genetic legacy of that territory is silenced for a generation. As we look at the state of our world in 2026, the harpy eagle faces a new kind of predator. One that doesn't use talons, but chainsaws. The arc of deforestation is closing in. As the Amazon is fragmented into islands of green, the harpy eagle is losing its corridors. They need vast, undisturbed territories to find enough food to survive. New satellite data from this year shows that in certain regions of Brazil and Guyana, the harpy is being forced into closer proximity with human settlements. And here, a tragic misunderstanding occurs. Because of their size and their human-like face, they are often shot out of fear, or as trophies. But there is a glimmer of hope. In 2025, several conservation initiatives began using nest cams and AI tracking to protect known breeding pairs. By turning the harpy into a symbol of national pride, local communities are becoming its fiercest protectors. We are at a crossroads. We can live in a world where the ghost of the canopy still haunts the treetops. Or we can live in a world that is quieter, safer, and infinitely more hollow. The harpy eagle is more than just a bird of prey. It is a reminder that the earth still holds monsters. But these are monsters we should cherish. They represent the raw, unfiltered power of evolution. a lineage of titans that has survived since the dawn of the rainforest. As the mist settles over the canopy and the last light of the sun turns the feathers of the harpy to gold, we are reminded of our own place in this world. We are the watchers. We are the guardians. The question is, will we act before the ghost vanishes forever? If you found this journey into the wild meaningful, subscribe to Secrets of the Wild. Join us as we uncover the hidden majesty of our planet, one masterpiece at a time. Until next time, stay wild.